Welcome to day 2 of the boot camp, our live Q&A call. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm absolutely loving, by the way, seeing your homework and your questions. They are just absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to help you guys get your business out into the world, right? Because that is why we are here. So thank you so much for joining me. If you are live, can you just write in the chat whether you can see and hear me okay? I think I'm coming through fine, but just wanted to double check. And we are going to get going with today's Q&A. So actually, before I get into the questions, I did want to talk to you quickly about today's task, right? So today was, just checking that it's all coming up fine on my phone. Cool. So today was all about funnels. All right. Now, this is like one of the first things that you learn about, right? When you're trying to grow a business is a funnel system. You get those customers, you get them into a freebie, you get them on your email list, you send emails, you sell them, they become a customer, right? It's a funnel system. But the way that we're looking at this for YouTube is like a live public funnel, right? So it's something somebody can jump in at any point. So if you imagine you've got this funnel, and anybody can jump in that funnel at any point that's going to lead to a sale. Okay, so yes, you can have like your broad questions, which is going to attract people. Then you can advertise your freebie, right, to get people on your email list. You can then still send emails that eventually sell. You can also just warm them up on your YouTube channel and then sell to them directly on your YouTube channel, right? I have actually bought a product myself from watching somebody on YouTube, so I know that this works, right? And this is what she did as well. She had a little like couple of videos that were related, and then they kind of led into each other. And the last one was a sale, and I bought it. And I did not know this person before that. Okay, so I know that this works because I myself have purchased something like this. So what we're going to do is I want to talk to you a little bit first about the whole funnel system before I get into your homework, because your homeworks, by the way, have been absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to get into that. But before we create our funnel, and I did talk about this a little bit in day 2, which, by the way, this live stream is public. So if you are watching this and you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm doing a 3-day boot camp right now. Go and sign up. And you'll see all the replays and all the homework and everything that I'm asking you to do here. So go make sure that you go and sign up to that. So before we actually create our funnel system, I want you to figure out your style, because I spoke about this a little bit in task 2, right? I said, if you look at the bigger YouTubers, they have not changed their style, right? They stick to the same kind of thing. You look at Adrian's thumbnails. She has the same kind of thumbnails that she has had for years. You look at Cassandra, she's had the same for years, right? She's got the color border around it. Sarah Beth, Boho Beautiful, they all stick to the same thing. Okay, so what I want you to do before I know that you've got your video ideas now, right? Before you even post these, I want you to think of your style and make sure that it's something that you're going to be able to keep up. So it's not too much effort, first of all, because if it takes too much effort, you can guarantee months down the line, you're going to be like, oh, stuff this, it's taking too long, right? So make sure that it's quite simple. I mean, look at both her beautifuls, right? She just has a picture. She didn't even put any writing or anything on it. Yes, it's like a drop dead gorgeous freaking picture, but still, it's just a picture. So it doesn't have to be like anything too fancy. But I want you to figure out your style now so that it's something that you can stick to, because honestly, this is how people start recognizing you. This is how you create a brand, right? And when you create a business, you need to create a brand. The brand is what gets you recognized. So if you're posting something, maybe people actually start getting used to your kind of style. Maybe you don't even know because it's like 10 views. What's 10 views? But those 10 people love you and love your style. And then you suddenly change your style and they're thinking, is this the same person? I don't know if I like this. She's not consistent. She's not staying the same. Maybe she's someone who's going to keep swapping and changing. I'm not going to stick around. Okay? Because it happens. People like consistency. People like to know what's going to happen, right? So sticking to your style straight away. Hi, Suzanne. Thank you for joining me. Sticking to your style straight away is key here. Okay. So make sure that you do that before you even create any of these videos. So the other thing that we're not doing here is, if, by the way, Suzanne, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. The other thing that we're not doing here is we are not making one-off videos. Okay. We want people to have more contact with us. When that happens, people know, like, and trust us, right? So if you're making a one-off video, someone's probably going to watch that and then go, right? This is why we have our little system, our little funnel system, because we want people to go from video to video to video. Because the more they see us, the more they know, like, and trust us, right? And this is the same thing that you do with your original funnel, like your business funnel, where you're getting people onto your email list, right? This is why you then send out regular emails to get people to know, like, and trust you. We can do exactly the same thing live on YouTube, right? And as I've said, I've bought from somebody just on YouTube like this, so I know it works because I'm a customer. So they're more likely to buy from you when they know, like, and trust you more, right? So this is why this is key, rather than just putting out like random videos. Okay, we want to make that system. So in task 2, and my wellness YouTubers will know this, we have our full video system. So we have our question, which is the first video, right? Our first video is, what are they typing into Google that they want an answer to right then and there? Like, this question has to be something that's quick, urgent, right? It's like, I need this answered right now. That's your first video. Then the second video leads on from the first one. So how can you get it to relate, but show that you're the expert? Show them a shift. Okay, so the second video is a shift. Now, this shift is so important because this is what is going to position you as a leader and the go-to person, right? If you can change somebody's mind. A great example of this, by the way, is Yogi Flight School, Natanya Stambuli. She is amazing. I love her. But what she does is she teaches arm balances. And the way that she shifts people's minds is she says it's not about strength. Okay. Arm balances, not about strength. You're like, what? No, it's about mechanics. It's about stacking your joints. It's about bringing your elbow above your wrist, stacking your body in a line to create that balance rather than having the strength to push up, right? Boom, mind blown. Like, oh my God, maybe arm balances aren't as hard as people think, right? This is how she gets people to buy her course. And it's genius, absolute genius. So having something that shifts people's mind will then position you as the expert. And that's what we want, right? Because people aren't going to buy from people who are not experts in things. Okay. So the second video is the shift. The third video is a win. This is where we give them a win, right? Whether that's a yoga class, whether it's a talk that is telling them to do something that they can put into action, right? It's something that they can put into action, basically. Once they've done that, and then they can see that you know what you're talking about, that it actually works, right? You've given them that win, even if it's something really small, right? Like if oh, what can I say? Loads of you are working on pain, right? So maybe it's a 10-minute class that's going to ease pain in their knees or something like that. And at the end of that, they actually feel relief, right? Make sure that they get that win. So if it's a class that's not going to do that, don't do it, right? It needs to actually feel a win. Again, that's going to sell them on you. Now they're hooked, right? You've answered their question. You've shown them that you're the expert. You've given them a win. What's next? Sell your damn product. Okay. So the fourth video is to just like really go hard on the sale. It's now that you can see I've done this, this is how I can help you further, right? So you don't exactly teach very much in this, or maybe you teach like a little bit of your framework and then you say, oh, the rest of that is in my membership, it's in my program, it's in my course. Okay, because we're getting them then through that. From the homework, I find it difficult to know how to end each one that leads into the next. Is it a good idea to work backwards? So record the final one first so you know what you have done. No. Well, if that works for you, I don't do it that way. I will always go from the first one. So I get this first, right? So I'll think, right, question shift win south. So I think of my video ideas. Right, let me pull up your homework. Here we go. So you had, why do I have chest pain with my monthly period? And that's from an endometriosis group. Awesome. Um, Number one, talk about rib cage, how it works and affects organs when we become dormant, curled up, pain, static. Okay, so yeah, so that one's going to be a question, isn't it? So that's going to, you can think of titles and stuff for this. Um, but then, so that's talking about it, how it works and affects organs when we become dormant, curled up, pain, static. I'm trying to get this because obviously it's not a question. Right, and then video two, introducing meridians. What are they? How do they affect pain? Okay, so say like in the first video, you're talking about, yeah, so you're talking about the rib cage. You're saying how it works and how it affects the organs when we become dormant, curled up, and you're in pain. So yeah, so you're talking about that, and then you can say at the end of the video, this also goes into the meridians. How do they affect pain? What are they? Into the meridians, which can, I would give them like a quick overall of what that is, like what it can do for them. So this can also go into the meridians, which can help with blah blah blah. If you want to know more about this, watch the video that's coming up next, right? And that's all you have to say. So then the next one, you've got the meridians. What are they? How do they affect pain, right? So you're talking about that. Then the next one is try this 15-minute rib release gentle flow practice to ignite your chi. So then you can say, now you can see how the meridians can affect, how do they affect pain? How they, yeah, so now you can see, it's because I'm like trying to do this and talk. Now you can see that how the meridians can really help with this. Don't make sure that you try this 15-minute rib release gentle flow next to put it into practice, right? So then they're putting that one into practice in the next one. So then your fourth video, how a 10-minute mindful breathing technique can clear meridian blockages for pain. So then at the end of the 15-minute one, you say, hopefully now you're feeling some release and you can see how working with the meridians can really help, but sometimes meridians can get blockages. So make sure you watch this next video to see how a quick breathing technique can clear the blockages. Boom. Does that make sense? So even if that video is a week later, yeah, just say the next video, in the next video. That's what I tend to say, in the next video, because then you're not saying next week, because people who are watching, they might find your video the day it comes out, but they might find it weeks later. And if it's weeks later, that other video is already going to be out. So you just say in the next video. So then you just have to make sure that your end screen on your YouTube comes up with that video, right? Just for anybody watching the replay, I'm going to quickly share my screen just in case you don't know what an end screen is or how to do it. So let me just double check. Let me share my screen and I will show you how to do this. Right, so this is my YouTube. So see here, these videos are all related, right? In fact, you can see my system, how to get over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which leads into my easy plan for YouTube success, which leads into how I grew my YouTube channel in just 1 hour, which leads into how I use minimalist video ideas that get views fast. So this video here, how I grew my YouTube channel in 1 hour, is going to lead into this one. So if we click edit, like details, you scroll down here to end screen. We click there. It's going to come up with the end screen. Can you see here? So this is the next video. So I'm making sure that that video is shown. Do not let YouTube just put a random video on, because that's what it's going to do, right? You can also add little things like little screens like this at the end. You don't have to, but you can, which obviously then, looks cool. But it's like, watch this video next with an arrow. Okay? I'm going to discard that. But that's how you're going to put your end screens up. Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, that makes sense. And that's what you want. You want them to keep watching. Exactly. Yeah. And even if it is like a week later, you can also say, I don't say this that often because I feel like nowadays people do like pretty much know, but you can also say, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you're reminded when the next video comes out, right? And at least that way they're going to get a reminder. Um, Another great thing to do here is in every video, I mean, this is going a little bit more into wellness YouTubers now. I'm giving you away my like secret tips here. In your videos, try and get people to comment. Try and get people to comment something. Don't just say comment on this video, right? Because that doesn't mean anything. Maybe say like, I hope this video has helped you. Let me know in the comments below, right? Because then someone's going to reply at least with how it's helped them. Then, if people have commented on your video, when your next video comes out, make sure you go back and you heart their comments because they're going to get a notification that you've hearted their comment, which is going to normally drive them to look at your channel, which then they're going to see the next videos out. Okay. So yeah, hope that makes sense. But yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. So it's one video is leading into two, leading into three, leading into four. So anybody can find you at any point. Like somebody could find you from video one, somebody could find you from video three, right? As long as video three then leads into video four, and then video four, you're not leading it into another video. At the end of that, you were saying that is your hard sell, right? That at the end of video four, you were saying, now you know how the, what did you put here? Now you know all about the rib cage and the meridians and meridian blockages. Come and join my so and so program for so and so. You know? Exactly. Right. Okay. So yeah. So creating little funnels like this is when this is also why, right? We don't want to create like a one-off video. Because say somebody found a video, I'm just gonna think of you now, Suzanne, with your thing. Say you posted, what videos did you have here? Say you had the try this 15-minute rib release one, right? Gentle flow practice to ignite your chi. Say you had that on there, but then your next video was something about, I mean, that's endometriosis, isn't it? So say your next one was about period pain, or and then the next video was about how your hormones are not letting you sleep. Like they're so different that someone who's really focused on endometriosis and they're having that rib pain, they're going to be like, oh, well, those other videos aren't for me. Whereas if you have like four videos that are related to one thing, that person is watching them all, right? If they go onto your channel and there's only one video that they're interested in, they're unlikely to stay. Whereas if there's like four, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, this is the person for me. Okay, so that's also why we do four videos in like one kind of subtopic here. And then once you've done that, like, because like that's just one part of yours as well, isn't it? Right? Endometriosis. So then like, yeah, you've got your different sections. I know we've been over this, like you've got your period section and all this. So they're like your little subtopics. And then later on, you can look back at the analytics and think, right, which subtopic did best? Like, what are people most interested in? And then go and make more of that, right? And I'm not saying like if you have a random idea for a video that you want to get out there, I'm not saying you can't do it, right? By all means, do it. But just try to create other videos on a similar topic that leads into it. So try to make it into a funnel if you just have this one random idea, because you can always make one random idea into a funnel. It's so easy to just break it down into like little bits that just keep people coming back. Even if like that's like a 20-minute video, right? Break it down into 5-minute videos. They do not have to be long. They really don't. You can have videos for like that are 5 minutes, all right? And a little tip here, if it's under 8 minutes, you're not going to get ads either. So sometimes it's actually better to do shorter classes or shorter talks because then you don't get the ads popping up. And also, because I know I have had questions about ads, don't worry about it. I've got a video on my channel that has, God, over 600 watch hours or something, just from one video. And the amount of comments that I've gotten there, like, oh, great meditation, apart from the ad right in the middle. And it's like, yeah, it is annoying. But do you know what? It's not stopping that video being shown. Like there, I've still got hundreds of people watching that every single month. My watch hours and the subs are just going up and up and up just from that video, even though apparently it keeps showing a bloody ad right in the middle. But I just put a comment and just said, as soon as I monetize and I can, I will get rid of the ad in this video. But until then, sorry, but you're going to have to deal with it. So I think everyone just knows now that YouTube's got ads. And to be honest, one really good thing now is that like YouTube Premium wasn't such a thing back in the day, so nobody bought it. Nobody became a YouTube subscriber to to the whole platform. Nowadays, loads of people do it. Loads of people have YouTube subscriptions. So lots of people just don't get the ads anyway. Okay, so while we're on the subject of funnels, if you have any more questions, let me know. I'm just going to answer some of your other questions, which who did the task? Jules. Jules, I'll do you. Okay, video 1. Help, I've been diagnosed with breast cancer. A general overview of breast cancer, explaining that everyone is on their individual journey, talking about the support groups that are available, etc., introducing EFT tapping and meditation to a calm and clear mind, focusing on self-love and self-care. Perfect. Because, yep, and definitely use that title. Help, I've been diagnosed with breast cancer, because people are definitely going to be typing that into Google. Video 2, taking control of your breast cancer. Yeah, exactly. So video 1, you're talking the overall view about it, how EFT can help. And then at the end of that, you say, now let's take control of this. Watch the next video. There is much in our cancer journey that we have no control over. However, there is scientific proof that the less stressed the body is, the quicker it will heal. Practical demonstrations on how to calm down the nervous system. Yes, definitely. Yep. And then that video leads into breast cancer and body image, focusing on endings and beginnings, designing your own ritual for saying goodbye to your breast if you are having a mastectomy, or if your breast shape will change, and welcome your new body image and shape, flooding it with self-love and care, especially during the healing process. Yeah, definitely. So at the end of taking control, like you've shown them how to calm your nervous system, so at the end of that you say, now your nervous system is going to freak out when your body starts to change. That is normal. Watch this next video, that's going to help. And then it leads into breast cancer and relationships. This is an amazing playlist. Having breast cancer doesn't only affect you, but your loved ones, friends, and your work colleagues. Sometimes we have to manage other people's reactions to cancer, as well as our own personal, emotional, and physical problems. If I'm getting regular clients following me, I will ask if there is any particular subject that they would like me to cover. I'd also stress that these videos are general and that I work with individual people for the best results. Yeah. Yeah. So in the body image one, you're ending that one with, this isn't just affecting, well, say it in a nicer way, obviously, but this isn't just affecting you. This can affect your relationships as well. Watch this video next. And then at the end of video 4, yep, you say, I work with people individually to get them the best results. Yeah, love it. Love that playlist. And just so everyone knows as well, you don't have to, in videos 1, 2, and 3, you're not just leading them into the next video. You are also doing some kind of sale or email subscribe there as well. So like in the first video, because the first video is normally quite general, I would say in the first video, that one's where you share your freebie, right? So somewhere in the video, normally about midway, halfway, you're going to say, by the way, I have this freebie that you can get. The link is in the description, right? And then at the end, you're just linking them to video 2. Video 2, at the end of video 2, you're linking them to video 3. But again, somewhere in the video, you're mentioning either that you have a product, maybe it's a low ticket product, maybe it's a high ticket product, or you're mentioning your freebie again. Same with video 3, and the video 4 is all about basically your highest product, right? Now, with this in mind of getting people into your email list and selling to them. You also want to make sure that whatever it is that you're selling is the best fit for that video. Okay, so just as an example here, like if I did a playlist on hamstring flexibility and being able to touch your toes, I have got a 5-day free challenge for the touch your toes challenge for getting closer to your toes, right? Hamstring challenge. So that is the freebie that I would share, right? I've also got a backbending one and a meditation. I've got a 5-day free trial to the membership. I'm not going to mention that because they're not as linked as the 5-day get close to your toes challenge, right? So you're always linking it to whichever product or freebie is like the most on point with the video as well. But yes, absolutely love that, Jules. That would be an amazing video. And just remember, like, they don't have to be long. They can be if you want them to be, but they don't have to be. Okay, then we have Catherine. Catherine, day 2 task. The video titles and thumbnails are the hardest part for me. Yes, they are. Because that's how you get seen on YouTube. Titles and thumbnails. Don't matter if you've got the best video ever. If nobody's clicking on them, yeah, no one's seeing them. I plan to do a series on back pain, so here is the full video ideas. Video 1, your back pain isn't actually a back problem. Your back pain isn't actually a back problem. I would say that's more of a shift. I would put that as video 2. Your back pain isn't actually a back problem. Why? And then video 2, why focusing on your back is keeping you in pain. Video 3, 15-minute fascia decompression. Yeah. Video 4, how to finally get out of back pain. Okay. I feel like video 1 and 2 are very similar. Your video 1, your back pain isn't actually a back problem. Video 2, why focusing on your back is keeping you in pain. I feel like they would be the same talk. I mean, obviously, you know more about this. But on it, so what I would do here is I would put video 1 as your video 2, because that is a shift. That is telling them that their back pain isn't actually a back problem. That is a full shift. And then I would put video 1 as something like, how do I stop this back pain? Like that would be the title. And then you can talk about back pain in that, not going too much into, well, it's not all in your back, but a little bit. And then to say, if you want to know, if you want to know more, hold on, your back pain isn't actually a back problem. Yeah, if you want to know more of why your back pain isn't actually a back problem, then watch this video, and then that leads into that one. But yeah, I feel like maybe your first video could change slightly. Always make your first video a question as well. So have it a question. So yeah, I think like how to ease back pain or something would be better for this series, because that's going to, your first video as well, you want it to be like the most searched thing on Google. So like if someone is struggling with back pain right now, they don't know that it's not a back problem. They don't know that it's fascia decompression that they need, right? So what is it that they're typing in? They're probably just typing in, why is my back always hurting? Right? That's a good one for video 1. Why is my back always hurting? So yeah, I would do that instead. I hope that helps. This video, video 4, this video will talk about the full body approach with block therapy. Yeah, exactly. How to finally get out of back pain then leads into your block therapy. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, really like that. I think just swap video 1 for video 2 and then have a different video 1. That's a question. For sure. And then you also had a question, which I've lost. Where did your question go? Give me 2 seconds. Let me find that question. There it is. Hi, Leah. I'm trying to talk to the ready to buy or try a class viewer. Okay, let me set myself for this. But I'm finding this part tricky as people don't know what block therapy is. So I find myself always explaining what block therapy is and how it can help, how it is different, and why this can get them out of pain. My question is, how do I talk to this ready to buy person, or do I talk to the person who's looking to take control of their pain rather than waiting for doctors, physio, etc., to get rid of the pain for them? Yes. So introduce them to block therapy as they already know that they need a different way, something they can do themselves. Block therapy is a self-care practice. Once they know what to do, they can always get themselves out of pain. They may need personalized guidance, and this is where my offers would come in. The classes are the first step. So for YouTube, I feel I am talking to the person who has not yet heard of block therapy, so they wouldn't necessarily be a ready to buy viewer. This is where I get confused. I would love your thoughts. Oh, I love this. So for most like yoga teachers, I think the problem now is everyone's putting up yoga classes on YouTube. And then people are like, oh, well, all the classes are on YouTube, so I can do them. I'm guessing there's not many block therapy classes on YouTube, so that is perfect, by the way, to start putting up classes about that one. But, okay, yeah, you are definitely speaking to the person who is just ready to take control of their pain, right? Rather than, yeah, like you said, rather than waiting for the doctors or physios to get rid of the pain for them, they are thinking, I cannot be bothered to wait for this. It's taking too long. I need this pain gone. I need a solution. And block therapy is the solution. So for you, you're not looking for the people who like already know about block therapy. You need to focus on the pain, right? Because that's like really specific already. Whereas what I was like trying to say more so in the video is like yoga. Yoga's too general, right? Everyone knows what yoga is in some way. They don't know that there's different types of yoga, which is why we then need to get into the why. But block therapy is very specific. Um, the way that I like to think about that, right, is like teeth whitening, right? Let's think about teeth whitening. You know you want your teeth whiter, but you don't know what different products there are out there that are going to help with that. So it doesn't matter. You're not going around saying, I'm looking for the people who only want these strips. I don't even know anything about teeth whitening. I don't know why I decided to talk about that, but you're aiming it for the person about the problem. So yeah, you're saying, do you want your teeth whiter? This is the best way to do it. And make sure that you say as well, like, if you're fed up of waiting for the doctors, because that's a problem right now, isn't it? We're always waiting on the bloody doctors and physio because everything takes so long. So definitely mention that. Like, I would even put that as one of your titles. Um, Ease back pain yourself instead of waiting for the doctor. Write that one down because that would be a good title for a video for sure. Yeah, and then make sure that you do have a block therapy little class as well. Like it doesn't have to be long, but just show them what it is because if they don't know, like when I'm saying to everyone, you don't need to keep posting yoga videos, like talks and stuff are great. With this, people don't know what block therapy is, so you need to have a class there. You need to show them like exactly what it is, what they're going to get out of it. Um, yeah, I love this. But yeah, I think that's a really great selling point as well. The whole, they want to take control of it themselves rather than waiting for the doctors. Therapy is a self-care practice. Once they know what to do, they can always get themselves out of pain. Exactly. Honestly, take this paragraph and put it on like a sales page because yeah, they need personalized guidance, and this is where my offers would come in. Yeah, exactly. So then after every class, you say block therapy is great because this is the thing, right? I don't think many people know about block therapy, or is that just me? If you're watching this live or if you're watching the replay, do you know what block therapy is? Because I didn't. What was I going to say? Because then you can say, this is great, this class will help, but what's going to help you more is getting this personalized for your body because everybody's body is different. And that also gives you a bit more of a selling point because people are like, oh, okay, well, this is working for me, but if it's going to work better for me if I work with somebody, let's go and work with someone. So yeah, make sure you put that in video 4. as well. Definitely. Um, Suzanne, nope, never heard of it. No, exactly, me either. Yeah. So if I'm thinking right, it's a bit like acupuncture, but with blocks, isn't it? You're just like laying on the blocks in certain ways. I'm sure I saw a picture on your YouTube channel. Um, so yeah, you're talking to the people who already like know that they're in pain and they need a different solution. Definitely. Okay, I think we had one more message from Claire on the why video. So thank you for that. I want to support overwhelmed mums who are looking for some calm and permission to rest. Often they feel guilty resting and don't know how to put their own needs first. Isn't that true? I want to show them it's accessible and essential with some gentle, practical, no-brainer yoga that they can apply in their busy lives. Yeah, amazing. And I already know that that's amazing because, I've been on your podcast. So, oh, actually, Suzanne, you were looking for podcasts. Claire, do you have a podcast? I wasn't on your podcast, was I? I was in a video thing for your freebie, which was awesome. But yeah, if anybody has podcasts, drop it in the chat, okay? Let's share each other around here because we've all got such different niches, but they're all still focused on self-care and wellness. And yeah, it's just like this can be a massive talk. So if you have a podcast, drop a link. And if you're looking for guests, drop a link. Okay, so before I end this, I just want to quickly say that this is about making money, right? And I'm not going to be like trying to be your, what's the words I'm looking for here? We just want to grow our business and help people. We want to make money from this. Yeah. Everybody wants to make money. You need to make money to be able to share your gifts. So I want you to get really clear with yourself here. And I want you to know that wanting to make money is not a bad thing. The more money that you make, the more money you can use to help people, right? You can get staff, you can post more, you can advertise, you can get your stuff out into the world. So having more money is not a bad thing. And I think so often, especially as yoga teachers, we think, oh, I feel a bit not good asking for money about these things. And we really need to get over that because if you want to help somebody, you need to pay for it, right? And you need to get paid for it because the amount of times as well, I have done free things and I have done paid things. They could be exactly the same quality, exactly the same thing. The people who have paid for it are going to get more out of it because they know that they've put money in, they've invested, and they actually do the work. The people who have got the free thing barely even open up the damn course, right? So when we charge, we actually also help people to get their ass in gear to do the work. And if we want to help somebody, they need to do the work, right? You can't sit there and do the work for them, right? You can't grab the blocks and put it under them. You can't, I can't create your YouTube channels for you. I can tell you what to do. I can tell you the best way to do it, but I cannot do it for you. I cannot video for you. You have to make the videos, right? I can teach you everything around that, but I cannot make you do the videos. So I just wanted to make that clear because I've been in so many groups lately where people just don't think that they can charge or they get funny about it. And yeah, I just want you to know you need to be charging for your stuff, okay? When you're a business, your job is to sell. So if you can, every single video, do not forget to mention your offers. And I don't even mean like you have to sell. You can just mention them. You can just say, oh, so-and-so from my program had these results the other day, right? Because again, it's like planting that seed. It's letting them know that you have a business. And at the end of video 4, do a blimmin' hard sell. Like, you know all this now. And don't even say like, I'm guilty of this myself. Do not say, if you're ready to go deeper, right? Because that puts the doubt in their mind. Say, You are ready to go deeper. So let's jump into this. I know that I can help you, right? Be really sure of yourself because when you're sure of yourself, they're going to be more sure of you as well. Okay, amazing. So tomorrow we have our catch-up days. There's no live to oh, there is a live tomorrow. There's a sneaky bonus live tomorrow. I was thinking, am I going live tomorrow? Tomorrow's a catch-up day, so there's no task. You can rewatch the tasks if you want to get more clarity. You can rewatch these lives to get more clarity. I will be going live again at 7 o'clock because I am going to be sharing with you my Wellness YouTubers program. I'm going to be showing you the back end of it, showing you exactly what's in there because right now, Wellness YouTubers is open. And if you come and join us before the 19th of February, you're also going to get a one-to-one with me where we're going to go live on Zoom. I want you on a laptop so that I can take over your screen and I want to look into the back end of your analytics and just see what's going on, right? Because if I can get my eyes on that, I can tell you exactly what's going wrong in your channel and I can show you how to improve it. So even if you're new to YouTube and you do not have any of the back end analytics yet, I can still help you from the front end, right? We can get all this in place so that you can actually start your YouTube channel with like the best intentions, right? With the same feel, with the same brand, knowing exactly how to do this rather than doing what most people do, putting up like 50 videos, thinking, oh, I just don't know what I'm doing. And then they start to find the strategy, right? We're going to start you off with the right strategy. So I'm going to be going over a little bit more of that tomorrow. If you do have any more questions about YouTube, I will still be answering them. So tomorrow is still going to be a Q&A. So feel free to show up, ask your questions live as well. And if you have any questions about the program at all, come and join me. I'm going to be showing you exactly what's in there. So just a little quick overview before we go into that is I've got my 12-week video plan, right? This is £47 and this is like where you start. This is how you get consistent, right? That is teaching you how to be consistent on YouTube so you can start seeing the analytics coming in. Then the Wellness YouTubers program is an A to Z of YouTube, of how to do YouTube, how to set up these funnels. I literally go into how to video, how to edit, everything is in there. You get a Facebook group with me where I go live once a month. We're like this. You can come and, but we'll be live on Zoom, so you can come and join me. We can go over your videos, so I can do little video audits. I can go over your channel. You can ask me questions. It's just a way for me to get my eyes on your business and on your YouTube channel to actually help you improve, right? So I'll be telling you way more about that tomorrow. So don't forget to come and join me. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope that you come and join me tomorrow. And don't forget tomorrow, if you want, catch up, watch all the replays, and I'll see you then. Bye.